DeLaHaye TV, Birmingham. Here with Dialect and Opium. So what's good? What's going on?
Yes, what's going on, people? Everything's fine, man. Wonderful gathering today at the Red Bull Studios in London. We're just having a good time being interviewed. Press day, privileged to be interviewed by you lot as well. You get me, big up.
Yeah, no, it's Dialect WY Lead City representing all day. Lord of the Mike's champions, but that's what it is, but
yeah. What I want to know first is obviously how you got your names and like how it's stuck in it.
Name and stuck in it. What
like,
sense?
How'd you get your name in it? And, like,
My name, Opium. Okay, yeah, that's a very good question. Year 11, English. I think it was English Lang. Yeah, we were doing studies on Sherlock Holmes. So obviously I started reading The Man with the Twisted Lip, The Hand of the Baskervilles. And before every mission, Sherlock Holmes, obviously, whose base and home was in Baker Street, London. Before every mission, he used to go to an opium den, smoke opium, and then set out to his mission. So that obviously got his mind in the correct mind frame. So to myself, I said, yeah, I do music. Obviously, Wiley and God's Gift, big them up. They were the first people to know I MC'd. They were the first people to listen to me spray bars in Roman, in Bow. Since that day, I just decided, yeah, I'm gonna name myself Opium. It sounds different. I know it's relevant to most likely the most aggressive drug on earth, but there's nothing, I don't condone none of that. It's just an interesting name.
yeah, well, Dialect, man, Dialect. I used to be called Devilish back in the day, to be honest. When I first started spitting blood, teenager, angry youth, fucking going through puberty, blood, call myself Devilish. But I used to say stuff like I'd rob man's grandma's house for the pension, all kind of just bullshit, you know what I mean? Just like, so it was like, yeah, some evil talk. But obviously as I got older, yeah, and I was thinking like, I want to make it one day, but I want to have a name that's out there. And I'm thinking, yo, Devilish, is that really going to be a name that influences people, that people are going to be drawn to in it? And I thought, I've always been one of the more like lyrical spitters, like where I'm from, you get me? And I thought, yo, rapping's my dialect, but that's what it is. Like I'm all about the wordplay. I'm all about English, blood, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's how the name stuck in it.
I hear that still. Next thing I want to know is how did you get into music, and like when did it start to kick off for you properly?
It happened at the beginning of secondary, I must say, like year 7. We were listening to Grime from then, Heartless Crew, Pay As You Go, the Wileys, old school DWEs, Footsies, Dizzy Rascal as well, and we were really influenced by what they were doing. And because I grew up in Bow myself, it was like much more of like a blueprint that is left for people that like music in the neighborhood to carry it on in it. So I felt like I have a great responsibility in really taking music serious and obviously enjoying it. So I thought to myself, nah man, I have to do music as well, because I tried to write a lyric one day and it worked well, and I like said it to a few people that were doing music around and they really liked it, and they said, yeah, you can go somewhere with this, just carry on. And ever since that day I just started writing and it flowed.
Yeah, like I probably started like when I was 15, yeah. So I was still in high school at the time. Well, just like everyone were listening to bars and shit. Same way he was growing up around them, same man I was listening to. Do you know what I mean? I was mad inspired. You get me? And like I used to do a bit of poetry as well. Do you know what I mean? Going poetry class every freaking weekend. Blood, you know what I'm saying? Doing my thing, man. I was all about writing. I come from a musical family, dad's a singer and stuff, you know what I mean, and I've just come up around music, so as the grime was going on, that was my forte, that's what I was born in, you get me, yeah, it was like, that is what I come up in, but I've always been music orientated, but grime's my outlet, you know what I'm saying, so yeah, just carried on from there, and yeah.
What are you working on, and what can we look forward to for the future?
Well, Lord of the Mike 6, firstly, the battle, and then after that, I've got a project out with a London-based producer called Z Dot, called Lucid Dreams. 12-13 good tracks on there with special features that you'll see closer to the day of release. That's gonna come out after Lord of the Mics. And then I've got my own official solo music video called My Story, taken from my free EP, which was released like a year or 2 ago, called Rise of a Champ. That's called My Story. The track is live on YouTube right now for you to listen to, and I've really been working hard on the visuals for that, so it's going to be a project and then a solo video, and then I'll take it from there. I've got a few other projects I'm working on with separate producers, and I'm just trying to stay relevant, go around, work with fresh new talent. I don't do the conformed thing. I work with what I believe can like benefit me and themselves, so it's just for elevation purposes.
Yeah. Say 28th for this month, obviously when Lord of the Mics comes out, I'm going to be doing my grime clash against Eyes. Yeah, that's going to be at birthdays where we had the Lord of the Mics clash as well, so do you know what I mean, everyone needs to get down there. I've got the 2-on-2 championship coming up in Don't Flop. Like, we've been offered Shuffle and Marlow, current champions, me and Zen going against them. I've also going to be going to Canada in November to battle at King of the Dot, so I'll be debut overseas and that. And then I'm going to be working on music, man. I need to get back to this. It's been 3 years now on the grind, just getting my name out there, doing battles, doing freestyles, but I want to start working on the EP. Me and Rookie are going to start doing a few things, sent me over a few tunes so I can work on that. Man, I've just like hooked up with enough different man coming down to a lot of the mics anyway, but like enough man gave me props and stuff, and like, you know, I'm going to be working with man from here as well, so watch out for the music, but it's coming real soon.
Alright, what would any advice that you would give to any youngers up and coming? How could you give them like expertise, if you will?
I would really say just don't want to make it sound cliche, but if you're doing music, you've got your foundation, you've got a good location where you can like forget about the world and just focus on your music. You're able to write, you're able to predict a good song, like, and just passionately, naturally be able to construct something. Yeah, just go with it, you get me? Just carry on doing it. Don't obviously destroy your education or your real life work for it. Try balance it, and you'll find that it will benefit you much more, because you lose if you just focus on one aspect. So just make sure you maintain everything, and it'll work for you one day or another, man. Just see it as this, like, if you give one day, they'll get, you get me? So they'll get it. If you keep giving out music, they'll understand it one day. They can't obviously, for 5 years of releasing good quality music, no one can say you have not done nothing. So that is your mark to basically say, yeah, I am doing it. You don't worry about what anyone has to think. If you like doing it, do it, you get me?
Yeah, I'd say, yo, you have to first start off with that passion there, innit, the love for the music, but if it's there, I would say advice on getting known nowadays, but then especially the level that like some MCs are on now, yeah, so we're way higher level than it was like 10 years ago. So I'd say if you want to be one of the best, you want to be out there, you have to listen to the best, you need to put your work in, like get inspiration from a lot of places, and just, you know, create your own style, man, because if you want to stand out amongst the thousands, maybe even millions of MCs that are in the UK, do you know what I mean, like, you have to have something different, so you express yourself, yeah. So I mean, you have to work hard. I still work a 9-5 full-time job so I can fund my music, you know what I mean? So one day this music will pay me back, do you know what I mean? Hopefully it'll work out, and if not, yeah, I just want to like come out of the game knowing I was one of the best in the UK, but that's my thing, man.
Alright, next one. Just wondering who your top 5 are in the grime scene in the UK at the moment. Obviously London to Birmingham. Yeah.
Boy, tight one, innit?
I know man say UK, you know.
Truth, innit? Truth.
Wiley, Skepta. This is not in a list, by the way. This is just 5 of my top. Wiley, Skepta. Who else do I like listening to, man? There's so many, bruv. It's so difficult, bruv. Can't we leave it as 2?
Alright, 2. Yeah.
Yeah. First off, like, Get's #1 for me personally. But then, like, in no particular order, Lady Leisha, she's like some next thing. Yeah, she's on that next thing, as far as I'm concerned. You get me? Yeah, yeah. We think now, who else in grime? Do you know what it is? He doesn't have like a massive work rate, and he's mad up and coming. But friggin' Eston, man, Eston from I'm sure he's from. I don't think he's from Wolves. He's friggin' like he's Midlands anyway. You get me? Yeah, yeah. Higher stakes and that. You get me? My man's on some next shit. If he just puts more out there, but he could be one of the hardest because I'm feeling him. You get me? Obviously, there's like real talk. Yeah, like probably Opium. You know, but I'll say that Raw Dog because like A lot of different spitters I've heard, blood, there's still no one else who sounds like him. And when I heard him, yeah, I have to say, first of all, I was like, yo, this guy is sick, you get me? I know I appreciate a good style. I know my kind of intelligence on spitters and what you have to do to write and what you need, and my man's on the next level, you get me? Like, to be honest with some yeah, there's more, blood, but I can't really think too much now, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Obviously us man are from Birmingham, and what do you think about the Deps man situation?
R.I.P. Deps. Do you know R.I.P. Deps? Condolences to his family, friends, his supporters, every single human being that knew him, because a life lost is seriously like heartbreaking, you get me? You can never do anything about it, you can never mend anything. You forever stay distracted in some aspects, you get me? So R.I.P. to him. He was a very good human being, and I just wish everyone remembers him for being this wonderful person, you get me, and that people can learn and change their ways, you get me, and just try be understanding and positive with each other, because that's the only way we are all gonna keep this world running, you get me?
Yeah, like
Same kind of thing.
yeah, I can't really elaborate too much on that, but you know what I mean.
Alright, what do you do to kick back and relax?
Censor, I'm not gonna say that, but I chill out, you get me? I'd make sure, I'll give you a little secret, I like my penthouses, like I try hire a nice place every now and then, just space, like just glass, so I can have a good view at night, especially. I wait for the night time, so the lights of the city, you get me, are glowing. I'm at the top just looking down, you get me? It's a pretty cliche of what people like to do at the top, but it really does help me. It makes me be able to take a deep breath and just chill out, put on some deeper instrumentals I've got on my email that are demonic tunes, you get me? So obviously it makes me go crazy, makes me write lyrics. I have a good fruit, I drink a good green tea, I chill out.
Yo, that's what it is, man. That's what it is. He knows he builds the vibe. You get me? Alright. For me, obviously, I have my chilling out, you know what I mean, where I can chill with brethrens, and sometimes, man, I just freestyling back and forth, whatever. But for me, yeah, my time is when I'm on my ones, blood, like walking somewhere. When I need to go somewhere, earphones are in, blood. You will see me walking around all the Leeds City, blood, spraying, yeah, looking like a madman, blood, just down the street, going off it, because like that's where it comes at. That's where I get most of my inspiration. I end up writing bars like on the way to places. I listen to my music anywhere I go. I've got my headphones, you know. That's what it is. I always look like a madman, but that's my chilling situation, man. Make sure I wrap up a little something, bless up, and you know what I mean. I'm on the road, innit? You know what I mean? It's me.
Finally, just want to know if you've got any exclusive information for TMS. Can be anything, can it? Anything about your day, about your week, whatever.
News flash of the week, TMS. Sunday, Lord of the Mic 6 is out. You're going to see the most exquisite, exclusive, righteous battles here that you're going to be able to digest, sit down, appreciate, acknowledge, understand what is being said, and you can make your own judgment. That is the whole point. It's going to be a new experience for every single one of you watching it. I personally believe.
Little personal thing, I went on a track with Maud Step. They basically been doing their thing, like do a lot of singing, producing and stuff like that, and they hollered me, asked me to get on a tune with the likes of man like Big Nasty and friggin' Flowdown and stuff, and it discarded. So it's a little something that man worked on. I went down and recorded, and that should be dropping whenever. I don't know when yet, but it's a little something nice that'll come out one time, innit? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Alright, babe. We'll wrap it up there, but yeah, nice one, lads. Yeah, man, cool. Big up, yeah. This is TMS, Birmingham, DeLaHaye TV. Keep it locked. Yeah.